Welcome, Collective, to Timeless Energy. I'm Barbara. This is a general, timeless reading. This is entertainment purpose only. Watch out for scammers in the comment section below. It's not me. This is my disclaimer, but you do have free will. Do thank you for liking, subscribing, and for your donations. Just give me a little moment here to... These are actually pre-smudged already. But today, I'm going to add something new for the first time. We'll try it out. I had wanted an oracle card. Nothing seemed to really catch my eye. Except for one that I really liked, but it's not available. So what I did was I got the Runes Oracle. I know I have these runes here. These are decoration. Most can't see them. Oh, my decorations can't be seen. These are oracles, but they're little wooden oracles. Let's adjust the mirror a little bit. I got little things laying around my little circle to decorate, but I like the runes. I never used this before. We're gonna start off today by selecting one of these. Then we're going to do a 3-card read. This is a 3-card read for Timeless Energy. 3-card read for Timeless Energy. We're just going to pick one of these rune oracles. Spirit, guide me. Spirit, guide me. Just one of these rune oracles to add to our Timeless Energy today. One of the rune oracles. And there we go. Rune oracles. Let's see what we got here. I hope I'm pronouncing this right. Wunja. The symbol is joy and pleasure, and the interpretation is promise of happiness, pleasure, hope, and fulfillment. It develops fraternity and kindness between relatives. And there is my rune card selection for today. I like to add the rune card. Really have any real good place to put it. You can't see the bottom, but we read it already. We'll just set that there. Okay. Now, on to the pulling of the 3 cards. Spirit guide me. Spirit guide me. Here's a message for Timeless Energy today. Spirit guide me. Spirit guide me. Message for timeless energy today. Spirit guide me. Spirit guide me. Oh, there's one. Okay. These are metallic, so they're kind of hard to see. This is the Five of Swords, and it is in reverse. It's our first card. Okay. On to the second card. Spirit guide me. Spirit guide me. Oh, that was fast. Okay. This is the Death reverse. Holding that upright. There we go. Death in reverse. Okay. Spirit guide me. Spirit guide me. Spirit guide me. One more card for the timeless energy today. Spirit guide me. Spirit guide me. One more card. Oops. Stop there. Okay. You can see that. We got the Page of Pentacles. And that's upright. Now, to see if we can find a message. See if we can find a message out of these three cards. Bear with me. Now the Five of Swords. This is Venus. Aquarius. We're looking at Aquarius. We're looking at Venus energy. I do believe I am not an astrologer. Fair disclaimer. But I do believe there was something about Venus in the astrology. I'm not quite sure. I don't remember what it was. But this is a Venus. It is Aquarius. That's January 20th to February and February. Aquarius. This is a heart chakra. It's a Pluto energy as well in here. No. No, it's Venus. Just Venus. Well, it is in reverse, though. It is in reverse. Okay, and our second card, let's see, is the Death card. Oh, Death card is the Pluto energy. I'm getting confused. I'm sorry. This is in reverse. It is also a heart chakra card. And this is Scorpio energy, which is October to November. The Death card, Scorpio energy. Now, the Page of Pentacles was upright. This is a Virgo energy, an earth, grounded earth, and a root chakra, grounded again. Mercury. Virgo energies, August to September. Let's see if we can. Let's see. Bear with me. to the Five of Swords. Okay. So you got three people here. You got Five Swords. There's a couple of guys in the background. I don't know. This guy here looks like he's got three of the swords in his hands and two of them at his feet. And it looks like the other two guys are kind of facing away. Maybe a little upset. Maybe they just lost the fight. Because the Five of Swords, it is defeat. Now, our Five of Swords was in reverse. And the Five of Swords in reverse is peaceful resolution. It's moving on, compromise, communication, and the ending of conflict. Now, could be weakness. Could be misfortune befalling a friend. And we are looking at the heart chakra here. Look at the heart chakra. I don't know the chakras, but the other day I thought to myself, well, I better get some information about the chakras, because to be honest, because we got two heart chakras next to each other here. Okay, this is the heart chakra. Diversified interests. You're feeling like you can expand. Consciously awake. Heart chakra is pretty positive. But we have the defeat. And in the reversed, misfortune befalling a friend. In reverse, compromise and ending conflict. Could be burial, just like, alright. This is air? Yeah. This is air. I mean, if we're relating this to people, and you know somebody who's an air sign, okay, I only do energy. Alright, the Death card. Let's see what we got here. Death card in reverse. Okay, this is the Pluto energy, the Scorpio. Okay. But it's also a heart. You can give and receive. You have diversified interests. But in reverse, slow changes, narrowly avoiding accident, stagnation, repeating negative patterns, dependency, inability to move forward. Would go with dependency for sure. I'm not seeing the energy of the heart chakra in this reversed. I'm not actually seeing any of the heart chakra energy in this reversed. We have burial. That's kind of deep. Uncertain outlook. Possible loss and defeat. Weakness. And possible misfortune. We have slow changes, narrowly avoiding an accident, stagnation in reverse. And then we both have the heart chakra. You can love again. You can love again. Peaceful resolution. Ending conflict. Peaceful resolution. Ending conflict. Dependency. Peaceful resolution. Compromise. Uncertain outlook. Compromise. Partial change. Slow changes. Compromise. Fear of new beginnings. Compromise. Heart chakra. You feel curious about life and new experiences, and you're not afraid. But you're uncertain. You're not afraid, but you're uncertain. You're uncertain. Communication can end the conflict, but you're uncertain. Communication can end the conflict, but you're uncertain. And this could be slow changes. It could be partial changes. It could be slow changes. Even if you have a fear of new beginnings, it can be partial changes or slow changes. So it looks to me, compromise, slow changes, and the page this is Mercury. This is our earth-grounded Virgo energy. It's a root chakra. Okay, a good way to end this. Page of Pentacles could studying, having respect for knowledge, a desire for learning. Okay. Opportunity to increase your income. Students, scholars, one who's willing to learn. compromise. Communication, ending a conflict. You're uncertain, but you're communicating. You want to end a conflict. Maybe the conflict has to do with something going on in your life that isn't working for you. Now I'm going to put a label on it, but a lot of things could be a conflict. And if this is talking about education, my educated guess would be that conflict could be how much you're earning, what you have to put out there, trying to make some kind of improvement in your life where you're stuck and things are so tight that you can't move. And then we have this in reverse. We're going to make some changes, but they're going to be slow changes, partial changes. You're not able to make big changes. There's a conflict in your life. Maybe you have responsibilities and you don't think you can make changes. You're stuck in a situation. You have a conflict here. You want, maybe you want, the card doesn't say you want, but I'm assuming that if there's a conflict, that there's something in your life that you don't think you can change or improve. But even if the outlook is uncertain and there's a chance of defeat, you're willing to compromise. You're willing to compromise. You're willing to make partial changes or slow changes or whatever changes that your situation allows you to make. This is dependency. Changes. You want changes. Are you in a situation where there's dependency on something? And you want changes. Conflict. You want changes. You're willing to make them partially or slowly. But you need to compromise. In the Page of Pentacles. This shouts education. In order to make the changes to resolve the conflict, whether it's in your heart or in your real life situation, this says education all over it. This is a card for scholarship. I was actually looking up grants today for myself, so it's kind of close to home. But it says study, respect for knowledge, scholarships. Study, reflection. Books. Being open-minded. Students and scholars. One who's willing to learn. This shouts education. It is a root chakra. It is a Virgo grounded earth energy card. It's air card here. Air card. So you have a Pluto energy. And oh, we have a lot of Pluto going on in astronomy right now. I'm not quite sure. Pluto energy. the Pluto energy kind of, well, I'm not going to guess because I don't have that, right at the top of my head right now. I was focusing on the heart chakras. Feeling curious about life and being not afraid. Not afraid. I can see the message sticking out here. And I know that I'm not perfect. But it's the middle of the night. And you've been unable to move forward. If you're going to resolve the conflict in your life, this card is shouting education, scholarship, books. The changes that you make, according to what this message is saying, it might be slow. Very slow. Frustratingly slow. You only have a certain amount of time in your busy life, and if you're not afraid of some new experiences, what's right for you and your situation might not necessarily be what's normal for you. Some people find the going into choices that they're not familiar with, like studying or educating yourself or looking into it to improve your situation, they find that maybe scary. But this message here says that your conflict can be resolved slowly. If you're determined enough and you're not afraid of making those changes, this is shouting, look into that education. It might also mean skill level, but if I'm going to do literal and not interpretive, this would solve the conflict. Whereas I probably could have worked this out a little more smoothly. And the air and the earth and Scorpio. The 2 heart chakras got me. There's the definitions that are listed in for the heart chakra, or if this means what is truly in your heart. You can go from the conflict. I know you can go from the conflict if this is something that's truly in your heart, by making small changes, by overcoming your fear, and in some cases that would be entering a new situation that maybe you're not familiar with. And like I said, this clearly states that that new situation is getting education. and working your way out of whatever is conflicting and making these changes. I do hope that oh, that's what I was going to add. The death card. The Pluto. Took me for a minute because I just did a brain fart. Pluto can be long term, even generational. That's what I was trying to figure out. Why that Pluto was there. Overcoming obstacles, long term and generational. I was looking at that Pluto and I'm thinking, why is that Pluto sticking out to me like that? And I just couldn't draw it out there for a minute, folks. You know, hey, I am only human. Yes, that actually makes sense, right in the center too. Pluto is long term. Was the reason that they did that for Pluto is because it takes so long to go around. That's why Pluto was there. And I almost missed that one. I'm sorry. I am very sorry. Venus obviously is love. It's a choice of partner. Heart. Heart. What's in your heart? Conflict. Small changes. Slow changes. What's in your heart? The conflict's in your heart. You need to make small changes. They might be slow. But they might be generational. I mean, long-term, long-lasting improvement we're hoping, we're assuming on that part. But what's in your heart? You want to change the conflict. You would need to be pretty determined. You would need to overcome the obstacles. Another Pluto energy. Leading to the Page of Pentacles. Now, pages are message cards, by the way. All pages bear a message. But this little page, it's the starter. You got to start somewhere. And we start with the page. That's the beginning of the change. The beginning of the change. The message says books, studying. It shouts education. For the long term. I'm not sure if this message resonates with you. I certainly hope I didn't botch it up there. I do try. Bear with me. If this does resonate, please feel free to come back and visit me anytime. I'm going to try to put these out as often as possible. And I do have these are timeless. These timeless messages are good for any time you are able to visit. And also my, rune oracle here. You've forgotten what it said. It says the promise of happiness, hope, and fulfillment develops fraternity. Well, this says, and kindness between relatives. But fraternity is a word that would stand out in a college campus. Okay. but a promise of happiness, pleasure, hope, and fulfillment. If you resolve your conflict, no matter how you do it, even if I'm stressing the education, that probably could mean other things. Hope and fulfillment would be in your future. I'm pretty sure of it. Please come back and visit me again. I'm always very happy to see likes, subscribes, but please come back and visit me again. This is Timeless Energy.